Right, I can hear the crackle of gunfire. Yeah, I think that damsel in distress can wait for a while.
Kellogg must have stopped here. Search around, see if we can pick up the trail.
San Francisco Sunlights.
Dog meat pick up the scent
Kellogg's
again?
preferred brand, all right. Okay, boy, let's track him.
Yeah, that's just occurred to me that are we actually going to follow a trail of fucking cigars all the way to... Yeah, is this guy just walk around the wasteland leaving barely smoked vintage fucking cigars everywhere? Yeah, there are bad people up here. Fuck me, I get a lot of shots with a shotgun in VATS. Ooh, legendary. I wonder what shit legendary item we're going to get out of this. Sentinel's rolling pin. At last, the search for the world's shittest video game weapon is finally over. A very bad melee weapon where you take less damage if you're not moving. I guess you stand in the middle of the room and hope everybody politely comes within melee range. Fucking Jesus. On the plus side, I had no idea that I could use that so effective. Sorry, I could use that so effectively with a sword-on shotgun. I like your comment, Bone Money, that this quest is like a degenerate Hansel and Gretel. That's precisely what it is. Good description. Oh shit! Holy fuck! That just realised how badly that fucking legendary mole rat fucked me up. Yeah, I think on a live stream fairly soon I will have to go and get the Overseas Guardian.
Looks like another one of
the hordes
Claude's
of
pit
gingerbread
stops.
men you'll encounter
Keep your
later.
eyes open.
I think there's a booby trap here. We're in great danger of actually inventing a video game if we keep the post-apocalyptical Hansel and Gretel toing and froing going. Go on, dog meat. I want to have a look at that man's blown up leg.
Bloody bandages. Dog
Dog
meat can
meat
track
find
this.
something?
Okay, boy. Let's track him.
I am well. I can't remember who suggested that I get the gender equalizer out again, but I'm glad I did. That weapon is earning its keep. Come on, fella.
Kellogg's still out there. You've got to track him, boy.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Bone Money. Hey, no worries, mate. No worries. Don't know quite why I'm taking this meat with me, but there you go. Yeah, I've tried to turn like notification off at one point because of I was getting spammed while I was doing something, and it's easily done. But yeah, I actually like the this strange admission, but I actually like the rolling pin as a weapon, and I will keep them for the comedy value. But yeah, I mean, that's just a bad talent to have with it. Who the fuck is this?
Yes?
Okay, I'm not going to ask too many questions here. Yo, boy.
Look at that. Somebody just left him. Like he was junk.
Pretty sure this is where I had that massive scrap. I'm just going to get rid of these hides. I don't know, Bone Money, although I have not sorted out my affiliate thing. I've qualified it, I've just not like sorted out the paperwork. I don't know if that's a factor. I'll try and unfuck that this week. Keep me posted though, I'm curious what that's about. I really need, to be honest, considering I live stream, it's probably a good idea I learn more about how that all works. Whenever I go downstairs like this, I'm always like,
Right.
there's
Dog
going to
meat's
be a
found
fucking
something.
trap. There's always a
You know the
fucking
drill.
booby trap or something down here. Bone Money, you take care. Thank you very much, mate. Shit.
A decoy, huh? Clever.
No, can't interact with that. Thanks, Chessbomb.
Don't let all that horsepower go to your head.
I think I'm going to take a tactical nap just in case. I've noticed with Fallout, it's like, oh, I've got fucking bed aids again. I've noticed with Fallout, it's like you get more and more casual with your saves on survival, and right, until eventually either you DC or the game crashes, you get stung, and then you become super cautious again. Well, I had, whilst I was doing some work on Taffington, I had my game crash after a very long session of building. So I'm particularly paranoid as fuck at the moment. How am I doing for inventory space?
Don't underestimate us again.
If I had half a fucking ounce of sense before we started out, I would have changed the scope on this to something a little less zoomed in.
There.
I love the way these guys fucking dodge.
Did he get the coolant pumping?
Don't know if you guys, I don't know what they, what's the film? I don't know if it's 28 Days Later or but the way that they sidestep and they're running towards you is impressive programming. Not the programming itself, but the design of the ghouls, because you just assume they're going to run right towards you and it's going to be easy, and then they sidestep and then they're on you.
Alert. Critical signs.
Hell of a party happened
Critical
here.
signs. Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately. Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution. Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately.
What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
Lost the set point. What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
Another fucking cigar.
Stogies.
He is Hansel and Gretel. He's like he's fucking leaving fucking a trail of cigars across the land.
There's something out there. When I thought we were getting along.
Here we go. Come on, dog, mate. I saw a very interesting video. Christ, if you Google something like, yeah, there was a cigar right by the head, mate. Oh, if that's what you were telling me to check, thank you. Yeah, sort of. It may have been Epic Nate, but it was did a video like something like 5 creepy facts about Fallout 4, or 5 creepy theories about Fallout 4 you may not know about, and it's just these 5 fan theories about different aspects of the game, but one of them basically casts doubt on dog meat. In fact, infers it might even be a synth, because if you think about it, it's a bit weird that you've been cryogenically frozen for hundreds of years, and the first place you head, you walk down the road and dog meat is basically calmly waiting there for you. And there's this whole fairly plausible fan theory that dog meat was
What's that?
basically constructed to spy on you. Fucking Jesus, my fucking aim. Okay. Yeah, the chat delay's pretty ferocious on Twitch, actually. I've kind of gradually been learning to trying to learn to deal with it. Then again, I shouldn't complain too much, as it's a free streaming service, and I guess it is going all the way from me up to there and back again. Right, I'm just going to take out these fucking turrets before they take me out.
I don't think we're alone.
If I can find a bed, I'm gonna just say "Ocker fucking hey" and go straight in here.
place? Is he in here, boy?
I knew dog meat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
Right. Dog meat. Where are you going to go, dog meat? Fuck it. You're a grown-up. You can take care of yourself. Right. I want to find a place to fucking nap, though. Let's go. Yeah, there was a few others of varying credibility. But that one, genuinely was like, you know what, that now you come to think of it. Yeah, the guy's made a few other interesting vids about Fallout, so he knows his shit and he knows his backstory with the lore of the game. Makes you, reminds you that this is a lot better written than people give it credit for. Teed, how you doing, mate?
We'll be taking that.
Want to try and find a bed. I hope you got my message, by the way, Tito. I just sent a message saying thank you for linking my video on the forums. To be honest, I'm surprised they haven't deleted it off. But thank you. Ah, a conveniently placed bed. There you go. There's a recipe. Like, don't take drugs. A dead woman sitting sprawled out on a chair next to a chemistry station. Message received loud and clear.
This is the place.
Teed says obviously they're unaware we're colluding. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised no one's accused us of that. I mean, I've said this to I've put this out in a couple of places. I've just said, look, I'm not telling anybody to post my stuff. If for no other reason, then I don't want to get caught and for people to wag their finger at me. So I've not told anyone to link my stuff. And people are like yourself, have very kindly been posting it anyway. And even people who don't normally link my videos have started linking them in protest. So, yeah. So thank you very much. Well, the way I see it is they've got an army of, people say you guys are so negative. It's like, well, they've got the whole positivity thing covered. You know what I mean? It's like they've got people they reward for being super positive, whatever's going on. It's like the problem is that they're not hearing enough of the actual issues. Shit, here we go. I just realised shit's about to get real. We're going into Fort Hagen. To be fair though, I mean, if I see someone saying, blah blah blah. I was playing the other day. This happened. It's broken. It needs fixing. Or dear God, don't fucking nerf X, Y, and Z. I don't really read that as negative at all. I mean, negative posts to me is when you see people post something like, if I find that cocksucker who took my stuff in the DZ the other day, I'll fucking kill his mum. There's negative posts.
Please reveal yourself.
That's what I'd say is a negative post. People making reasonable criticism, I don't find that as negativity.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Yeah, it says I've abandoned the forums and Reddit, but I'm a natural quitter. I often think I should do the same. To be honest, I got involved in a very weird one with. I'm just gonna have a quick vape. A very weird one with one of the admins on Reddit, and there was this part of me that's just like, fuck, I should just like walk away. But he was being really rowdy, and it's like, hang on, you're the fucking moderator, and you're getting rowdy with me about my conduct, and it's like, surely the irony here is pretty impressive. You're on there getting toxic with me, because I'm toxic, and it's like, what the fuck you on? But he kind of lost his shit, and then one of the other moderators just like moderated all of his posts, and it was just it's just crazy shit. But there's a couple of people on the forum I'm suspicious of. They keep telling people they shouldn't be complaining because we don't know what's going on yet, and Ubisoft have to recover costs. When I called BS on that argument, he said we shouldn't be having the conversation about profit. You started it, mate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, one thing that's very clear about Reddit and very clear about the official forums is you can do anything you fucking like if you're doing it in support of the game and in support of Ubisoft. There's a whole load of fucking rules, but everybody turns a blind eye. If the guns are pointing in the right direction, people turn a blind eye. But yeah, T did send me some information about Ubisoft's profit postings, and when you realise that last year they posted 1.6 billion profits, any discussion about budget or not having the money to fix stuff flies out the window. 1.6, not turnover, 1.6 billion gross profit. They are not poor. They do not need our sandwich money. Yeah, I mean, I've never had any beef with Johan. He always seemed a very pleasant chap. And then, like the first, I asked him for some information on behalf of some players, and he said he'd get back to me. And then I don't hear anything for 9 fucking months. And the next message he sends me threatens to ban me for life if I post my videos in the wrong forum. And it's like, okay, well, I guess that's our relationship then. Right. Yeah, 1.6 billion gross profit. I mean, fuck, they must have made an enormous amount of money off that 10 cents.
You want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say
that 10-cent deal.
Oh, was that a...
I will say, though, I will probably go a bit quiet in the next bit because I think it's going to turn into a shooting war. But yeah, definitely watch. Is it Rush? I can never remember his second name. Rush Longbow. His second name's a play on words, but Rush from the forums. Everybody knows Rush is probably the most prolific person posting on the forums. Go and watch the video that he linked about Reddit and opinion manipulations. Really fascinating. And next time someone accuses you of wearing a tinfoil hat, just link that video because it's just all about how basically opinions are for hire by impression management companies. Brushed Longhammer, that's it. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, I should be careful what I say here, but yeah. Let's just say, you know, I've got their game client on my PC. They know what my IP is. You know, they can. Have you ever read the terms and conditions when you download a game these days? The irony is, of course, is that all of those terms and conditions about letting them access your computer originally came into being to give anti-cheat permission to work.
Gone for good.
Right. Shit's gonna get real.
Hey, that.
Systems online.
Right, these fuckers are actually going to hit me. And I really wish I did not have a fucking high power scope on. I will just answer this. Yes, as T pointed out, VoIP, I didn't know this at the time, but you have to be very careful with VoIP. Is it voice on IP? Because it literally uses your IP and IP sharing so that other people can connect with you. So if you have, unless you disable VoIP and disable the IP, you have to go in and do two things in the settings. Just turning it off isn't enough. You actually have to disable sharing your IP. Then basically anybody with a packet sniffer can just basically, you want to find out where someone lives, you just basically go, hey, you YouTuber, want to join my group? And if you've prepared, then as soon as they join your group and you start talking, then they can read your IP. You have to prepare in advance. But if you know who it is that you're targeting, or you just want everybody's IP, once you've set the software up on your computer, then everybody who comes into VoIP range of you can basically sniff their IP. So it's not packet sniffer, I think it's IP sniffer, someone said. But yeah, I was fucking mortified that in this day and age, the default setting for that is that. I mean, frankly, the amount of information sharing peer-to-peer in The Division is ridiculous anyway. I mean, in this day and age, you should assume that any software that anyone sells you is 100% watertight by default. You know, sure, it might get hacked, but nobody should be selling anybody fucking software these days that by default is wide open to abuse. Right, let's kill the bad men.
Whoever you are, I know you are out there.
I would love some fucking iron sights on this right now.
Don't move.
Fuck me, they're all over the fucking show. That was a bad time to use a crit.
You're in for it now.
Jesus, there's an army of cunts in there. And did I hit the Protectatron?
Directive received from Kellogg. Destroy intruder. Damage.
Right.
Initiated directive signal.
Time to meet my little friend. Fucking hell, that's a lot of firepower. Like fucking hornets, they're not individually, not particularly fucking harmful. This guy's gonna fucking suicide me.
Hagen is under Institute authority. Terminating intruder.
Yeah, good point, T.
Not doing them much good at this point.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
I'm only going to take this. I'm going to have to be very careful about what I take because a lot of this shit is.
Is inevitable.
You got nothing.
The fuck?
Those look clear.
Better eat. Yeah, I mean, I can't stress enough. I don't think it's a problem with the average dev on the ground. I mean, they've got some very brilliant developers, and I use the term developer. I'm talking about the actual guys that sit at the fucking desks. You know, working at it. I think at the executive level, very bad decisions have been made in lots of different areas. You know what I mean? It's not your average developer doesn't sit there and go, "Oh, we're not going to have anti-cheat." That's a decision. That's a high level decision, and you know your jobbing developer who is working day to day on the game. Not that there's many of them actually being paid to do
I am
it.
equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available. I will find you.
So I'm trying to have quite an involved conversation and not die. But yeah, I mean, I think we've got to be. A lot of us are guilty from time to time of lumping the whole thing into one group. But the reality is there is sales and marketing, there is the executive management. But the day-to-day devs, you know, they're just like fucking engineers. Do you know what I mean? They're like the plumbers and the electricians of the game. But you know, the people who like design survival and underground and Last Stand, I mean, they're skilled. Fuck! I've got to get around this corner.
Stay away, huh? You don't have to do this.
Fuck me, that was a lot of.
Kellogg has ordered your termination.
That was a fucking big shot to the fucking head, and it didn't phase him at all.
I'll be doing the work.
Shit me. Just gonna eat. Yeah, someone pointed out to me like about why, you know, in fact Rush mentioned it the other day about how so much information is kept client side, and it's just like, really, in this day and age?
I cannot allow these attacks to continue.
If I don't kill this bugger soon.
Shutting down.
Break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
Right, that was a bit reckless. Probably should have camped at the back a bit. I'm trying to fuck them up, Teed. At the moment, it's a little bit 50-50.
Kellogg in danger. Defending.
Actually, that's a very good point. Teed just... It's about, given the fact that the game started development so quickly after the first, I honestly don't think much would have changed. Yeah, you got a just very interesting point that sure they will have learnt lessons about the difficulties in constructing it, but regarding the, you know, the claim that lessons have been learned from the first game, well, yeah, I mean they started designing the Division 2 before Division 1 was player tested. So, I'm sure they learned a lot of valuable lessons about to make it easier from a construction point of view. They don't teach us. That's why I never understood the concept of community developers. They don't actually engage the players with anything informative, just the illusion of inclusion. Yeah, totally. I mean, it's Christ, it's a video right there. I mean, you know, I'm sure there are some community developers out there who will listen to what I'm about to say and be mortified and have very strong feelings to disagree with me. But here's what I think. When I first started getting kind of actively involved in video games, and say at the point where I just started to make content, here's what I thought the flow diagram was. There was players over here, and there were video game developers over here, and in the middle there were community developers, and they acted as a conduit of information. And we found a bug, we told the community developers, they tell the developers, it would get fixed, and then they pass that news back to us. You know, they're effectively the lines of communication connecting Ubisoft and the player base. That's how I thought it was. Now, well, they're the publicity department. They are player-engaged publicity people. I mean, they're PR men. You know, they're exactly like people that go on television after a big oil spill or when a chemical plant explodes. They're the people that go on there and want and try and make the public feel better about everything. You know, sure, I'm sure they do report back to Ubisoft saying something's broken, but then there's tons of other mechanisms for doing that and stuff on the forums and all the rest of it. But their primary role, as I have observed it after 2 years of covering this game, is they are primarily and almost exclusively there to build the community as part of a publicity mechanism. You know, they're there to... Motherfucker. Fuck me, that cunt almost killed me. That almost ended very quickly. But yeah, I mean, that's just what I've witnessed. You know, it's just like when people get gangbanged on Reddit or on the forums by fanboys. You know, that's the end result of community development and that process. The end result is getting your customers to fucking defend your game for you. You know, it's PR, mate. And if they report a few bugs to Ubisoft while they're doing it, fantastic. But yeah, it's PR. Donald Trump aids.
Kellogg's. Secure facility. Infiltrated. Termination required.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the big tell for me, I'm just going to let my health bubble up. The big tell for me is that they do a great job of passing on information about bugs when there's a fix. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when it's something that's not going to get fixed, they just ignore it. They ignore it in chat. They ban people from chat and stay at the game. Do you know what I mean? If there's a fix in the pipeline, they'll make a big song and dance about, oh yeah, we're responding to that and we're doing, you know, give us all the running commentary of how we're about to fix it and all the rest of it, and then they will report back. And if it's something that doesn't get fixed, then the community is silenced about it. So I think basically some stuff gets fixed, some stuff doesn't, and if stuff's getting fixed, they jump around and say, hey, look at us, we're doing our jobs. And if it's not getting fixed, they try and censor it out of the narrative. Do you know what I mean? I think it's more about creating or claiming credit rather than any mechanical process there. I think the developers probably read the forum technical reports, and then they're the ones that go and get stuff fixed, and then it either gets talked about or not, depending on whether it gets fixed. Right, this is gonna...
What's that?
That laser turret cut through me like fucking
Look
butter.
who it is.
Shoot, Nick, shoot! One bullet. That's all you need. If I wasn't so obsessed with or I wasn't really enjoying the Fallout 4 stream and obsessed with Kingdom Come Deliverance, I would actually be streaming it. It's just at the moment, I'd be streaming the Division. It's just the Division is like kind of my third choice of fuck.
Hear more beeping.
Third choice of thing to stream. Merry Marauder, thank you very much for the follow, mate.
Sensors indicating concealed organic life form.
So yeah, I mean, if I didn't have a day job and I was streaming every day, I'd definitely be streaming the Division now. But I will definitely be streaming the Division 2, even though, you know, be warned, I'm probably gonna be fucking clueless. I mean, I'm definitely, I'm the sort of person who goes to upper echelon gaming to steal build ideas from them. I don't really do builds. So yeah, I mean, I'll be wandering around like a noddy, dying a lot, and probably using some horrible Frankenstein fucking utility build, which I'm
There we go.
legendary at doing. Become a permanent dancing monkey, mate. Sometimes I wish I got fired. Oh god, something gonna... It's Fallout 4. Whenever you hack a terminal to unlock a door, there's always a very realistic chance something bad's going to come out of it. Oh no, might actually have goodies. Right. The familiar clatter of a fucking turret. I just realised it's no sleep till fucking Brooklyn now. This stream goes on until the end of this clearance, unless I die at an inopportune time. How am I doing for weight? Shit me. I might start. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Move out the way. Don't be a pain. Yeah, I might quickly see if I can offload some crap here. I really like... I mean, I go to a couple of people like Upper Echelon, and they do great build... He does great build videos. And if you've got the pieces, they're fantastic. I mean, my Strikers build... I mean, one of the only times in a game video game where people are going, oh my god, what's your build? That's a slightly changed and refined version of a upper echelon 6K Strikers build. So it is kind of like, if you've got all the parts, go and check it out and you'll get it nicely optimized. But yeah, it's a very reliable staple for views. If I have to say that people love those build videos. Right, there's something bad behind this door. Oh, booze. Booze. Oh, right, you've got stuck in with him. Yeah, I haven't played on my Reclaimer for ages, but DPS just seems to be overwhelming healing at the moment.
This is one grim locale.
Right, I think we've just done a big circle.
Going up.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Going down.
virtually exclusively PC.